Now, Joe, arugula. Check it out. Eat it. Everybody, come pick arugula.
Pick me a piece.
Now the lettuce, hold the whole head.
Hold the whole head?
Yeah, and then share it.
Oh, okay.
Because, and that spinach, break it off at the base and eat the stem and see how tender and sweet the stem is.
Oh, so nutty.
Isn't it good? This is good hot stuff, Joe. This is right there, man.
That's some spice.
That is good.
Flavor.
It's the best thing in salad.
It is. It's awesome.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh, I love it.
Excuse me, Paul. I guess I keep going back to this composter. Why is that elevated? What are you trying to accomplish by having that elevated higher?
I'm not accomplishing anything. I just put it there. So I made an addition and it's got to settle.
Oh,
It's not intentional. I just added to it. And because I added to it, there's elevation.
so next year that
It'll all settle. It'll all settle. Yeah, we will.
Come here, Ian.
Now you see this material in my garden, everybody? I want you gardeners to look at this material. Get over here and look at this gorgeous, amazing material. This is not dirt. And you know how all this is made? This is all made from my yard waste. All my weeds, all my grass clippings, all my expired plants. See, all this is going to seed, this is all going to the chickens. Everything goes to the chickens, and this is what they make out of it. All this soil comes out of my chicken pen. We're going to get there eventually, we'll see what's happening. But this is what's so awesome, is that if trucks don't happen, there's no gas, everything shuts down, for the rest of my life, with my yard waste and my chickens, all I need is a wheelbarrow, a screen, and a shovel, and I'll have everything my garden needs forever. Because it's all again, what I'm seeing, nature is all about recycling, everything going back. And nothing needs to be imported or bought. Everything's there for us. Now, Joe, did you get some of the spinach?
No.
Come over here and pick that spinach and take a long stem. Come on. Take one for Paula. Take several. And, you know, a big leaf, go and get right at the stem. Because I want you to see how tender and sweet the stem is. Which is not supposed to be. Well, this is how we're supposed to live.
I'm not going to eat any
So did
poison
you
today.
cook anything?
No. You never cooked any. Now, Paula, what mammal do you think? I'm just telling you, it's so amazing how disconnected we are. Now, start to stem.
There's just some watery.
It's sweet.
No, there's
And that's a stem. Stems aren't supposed to be sweet. And when you get to the leaf, it's awesome.
so strong.
No, I'm going to pull all this up. We're going to eat it all, and then I'm going to plant more. And the rule of thumb on greens, as soon as you begin to eat it, plant the next row, so you always have stuff coming progressively. And I'm planting here from the 1st of April to the 1st of September, all summer long. Always planting. See, all this down here hasn't got planted yet. That's all going to get planted, just all summer long. And see, when this gets pulled out, I'll just come back immediately and plant back in the same place, the same thing. And all I do to prepare the soil is one stretch with a rake, and I'm done. See, soil preparation never happens here. This is why no one wants to plant in their gardens, because it's so hard to prepare the soil.
I've worked so hard to my garden and I have nothing.
I know.
You got weeds.
Are you seeing how fun this is?
Well, I'm getting inspired again.
Once you get the ground going, though, that's the problem.
Yeah, once you get it going.
Paul has weeds here too, and they just taste really good.
All weeds are
He said your weeds.
Oh,
They're
look.
complaining
Come here.
about their weeds.
Come here.
Yours
Somebody
tastes great.
here who has an aversion to weed. I have one awesome weed. I'm so glad you just spoke up about weeds, because I pulled them all out because they were taken over. My wife prays for these weeds to come here because they're so medicinal. They're so good. Now I saw one. Let's see if I can find it again. Oh, right here. Lamb's quarters is the most amazing weed that exists. Because anybody can be really descriptive, because this experience you're going to have right now will transcend anything you've had all day. Can you talk? Can you talk good?
I tried.
Eat that and talk to me.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Anybody else want any?
No, share. Because I want people to get the flavor. Have you ever had, Joe?
You want to pass that around?
This that weed around. The flavor of that lamb's quarters. Check that out, Joe.
Is this like a
It's a weed. I mean, no spinach. No bet you ever had it. It's nutty. It has a nutty flavor. Isn't that good?
Oh, yeah, the little tiny ones.
Do you grow rhubarb?
I have one in town, the largest in Squim, in a duplex. Look, here, this is celery coming up, and I have some parsley coming. There's some golden beets. Let's go over here to their garden, and we'll get some more strawberries. And we get yes.
So like right now I got grass just like this. What would be the fastest way to like get rid of the grass, get
Put
seeds in the ground?
paper over the ground, put wood chips on it, keep it well watered. In about a month, all the grass will be rotted. Wonderful compost. And
Okay, about a month.
see, don't take the grass. The grass is a wonderful green material. Just let it compost. Turn it back to soil.
Don't flip it over, don't till it
If you
obviously.
notice, the Creator doesn't do any digging. Doesn't flip stuff over. Doesn't
Okay.
till. And everything grows great. And He's coming from a place of being, omnipotent, meaning He can do everything.
Yeah.
And He doesn't do that. Connect the dots.
Okay.
I'm just being real.
Yeah, I've never seen him use a side cutter.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, because he's capable. He doesn't need help.
Any type of paper?
What works best, newspaper's okay, but it's a challenge laid out. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, they have those rolls of brown paper that contractors use in houses when they're putting over carpeted areas to keep the debris off. You roll that out, it's really quick, and one layer is fine, just put wood chips and you're done. It's really fast.
Some of the newspapers also, they will give away their end rolls free.
Yeah,
if you ask
that's
them.
awesome stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
great.
now the disadvantage with cardboard, everybody hear me?
The what?
The disadvantage with cardboard is that if your ground's not totally flat, and you got gaps because cardboard's rigid, if you have airspace, the weeds will stay alive.
Yeah.
The advantage of paper, when it gets wet, it lays tight to the ground and suffocates and everything's gone. See, when plants don't have, and anything doesn't have air or light, they die.
No, Paul, I put the paper and then I put warm casting compost.
Well, that's pretty generous.
Pretty thick. And then I put the wood chips about 3 to 4 inches.
Well, you got a lot.
Too much?
Yeah, you can go down to your worm castings and plant that.
I can. Well, I put a whole bunch of spaghetti squash in, and then they all rotted.
Well, you must
too
have
wet.
Too wet.
Okay.
Were you watering?
Yes, because I was nervous.
Here's the thing. Before you water, move the soil back and inspect. If it's damp, you're good.
Okay.
People tend to overwater, and it's just,
And same with the blueberries. I was afraid, so you got to back that up.
again, you want to inspect. Move it back and look at the soil. You'll know intuitively this is damp or this is dry. And
Okay, I'm choking it.
you're rotting it.
Drowning
I
it,
killed
yeah.
it. But I put some lemon verbena in the dirt and then one in the wood chips.
Is that my water?
Yes.
Did you try that water?
Yes.
Isn't that good?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
So it was the watering. Okay. That is my problem.
Where's your water?
My water comes from a well that's coming out of the glaciers in the Olympic Mountains. It's 7.3 alkaline. It's full of minerals and it's delicious, amazing water. And I feel like I am so blessed on this planet. I'm probably living in the cleanest, most amazing place. Look at my air, look at my water, look at my food. I mean, few humans live at this level of quality of life. I mean, real. It's just, Joe, we are blessed to live in this place. This is an amazing space.
I'll put this down. I don't want to poke you with it. So, this is a stupid question.
No, it's not.
I'm going to put rows of raspberries in, and I've read that you need to run your rows north-south. Stupid, isn't it?
No.
You can run them any way I want.
Mine are going north-south,
But
but over there, they're going east-west.
it doesn't matter.
I don't see any difference.
Okay.
Now the challenge with tall plants, if they're going east-west, they'll shade the ones below. So that could be an issue. But what I'm finding here, that shade's not an issue. You saw my strawberries in full shade under my cherry tree, so I'm finding that there's just very few issues when you have nutrient soil,
Okay.
which makes it fun. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
And just be free.
I'm on year 2 of using your method.
Well,
First year was excellent. Everything came up beautifully with the wood chips. But this year, this spring in planting seeds, we found that the seeds weren't coming up. And the soil underneath the chips was really compacted instead of loose, like we expected it to be. And so we ended up having to rake back the chips and kind of just dig it up a little bit and replant.
I wouldn't dig it up. I would just go back to where the soil starts getting soft and plant there.
Okay.
Don't, when it gets to the hard part, go back up and plant in the softer stuff.
Okay.
Because you're going to find that hard stuff will change.
Really?
Look at my orchard. You can dig as deep as you want. You won't find hard.
Right.
And it used to be concrete.
So it'll just take time for that
Takes
soil
time.
to soften up.
And gravity works, so life and worms, all this activity is breaking up that material.
Okay.
And it'll happen.
And then the only other issue we've had this spring, because of the wet winter we had, there's a lot of fungus growing. I've got lots of mushrooms growing on my tomatoes. So I don't have to worry about pulling any of those out. So leave my tomatoes
If you don't like
with
them,
the
just
mushrooms.
pull them up and leave them on the ground. They'll just break down.
Okay.
But they're really beneficial for the soil.
Because they pull out the toxins.
And they're putting back. You see, all these microorganisms that are happening in nature are all there to break down the material in the soil. All that's designed. Ever look at it? Guys ever get loads of wood chips? Mm-hmm. And you notice as soon as it's dumped, the second day you dig in it, there's all this fungus and bacteria that's all over the place. No one imported that. That wasn't brought in. I'm just telling you, nature is so amazing how it works. And if you were out there trying to mess it up, it doesn't need help. It's very effective. So just get out of its way and leave us alone.
So the mushrooms aren't telling me it's too wet.
No, it's telling you there's life happening here, and we're just creating more life.
They're helping to break down the wood chips, so the more mushrooms you see,
That's a good
fantastic.
sign.
Awesome.
Okay.
And if you don't like them, just pull them and lay them on the ground and compost, because it's
All right.
okay.
All right. Thank you.
If you notice that nothing on the planet is taken off the planet, have you noticed that? So don't you do it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to talk about pH issues. pH, acid alkaline. We're approaching here a contrast. You see that lavender next to my fig tree? You see how nice it looks? That's not bad looking lavender. You see the blueberry right in front of it? We're talking like growing right next to it, just about touching. Are you aware of the pH difference? They're at the opposite ends. Lavender wants alkaline, blueberry wants acid. You see how they're doing right next to one another? And nobody here is adjusting pH? Because I know who lives here. I mean, is that blueberry looking okay?
Yeah.
If you wonder if look at that blueberry right there. Is that awesome? The color, the foliage, and the amount of berries on it?
Well, what did you have here?
What do I have here?
What did you have here?
I have a drain field. You see 3 lines?
Yes.
And it's working quite well.
Yes. Really
It's working.
Grass has got lots of nitrogen.
Yeah, well, that's what happens in the drain field. Now you see my more figs? For you in Western Washington where it's cold, let me show you what the trader showed me. So I had a big fig tree out in my herb garden here, and every winter it just died back because it gets cold here. You know what's happening here? I'm south-facing, so I get full sun. You see these fir trees back here? In the winter, they act as a blanket, and they keep it warmer. And all these trees are thriving up against my fir trees.
Oh, where we planted our fig tree is a good place then, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We have trees behind us.
That's it. They're acting like a blanket. They hold the heat in the wintertime. That there will grow for you.
Did I tell you my grandfather
So
had?
on your way out, pull the witches back, break it off at the base, take roots, take it home and plant it. You have a fig tree. That's yours. See that sucker? He's just got a fig tree for himself. I really appreciate that you were paying attention, you were looking at that, realizing what it was, and so I want to bless you. I really love seeing people that are getting it. So thank you. It's awesome. Now I want you to, again, where's that guy that says when you prune your trees you can't get much fruit? I want you to come and check out the volume of plums on these plum trees back here. Go in there and just photograph the amount of huge clumps of plums on that tree. Come on, you know, this is pretty. Go look at the numbers on that. Eat this. Everybody
This
can.
is fantastic.
Everybody that likes sweet, you have
eating
to,
black
you have to taste this. Because this is the sweetest thing. Come on, you've never had anything so sweet. You will love it.
Oh, she's like, I'm all over it.
Oh wow, is that sweet?
It's amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
Isn't that good? Where's Joe? Come on, Joe. This is awesome.
This is right
Eat
up
this.
your alley.
This is awesome.
It's like a sugar cane.
Now, you like thyme? Come here. I'm
The time I got.
Yeah, but this time is not like yours. You're gonna see. I'm gonna warn you, Paula. Take a very tiny piece because it's gonna scare you.
Okay.
I'll give you a big piece.
The other one, I just was floored.
So if you want some time, I can give you a piece of this because this is taking my place over.
Oh, yeah.
Be nice to plant some.
Hey Paul, let me ask you. I've been wondering this: the Sabbath rest for land that talks about in the Old Testament. Do you practice that at all, or is that something that
That's a great question.
You've thought about?
I have,
or-
and I asked the Creator, and it was awesome. His response. He told me that book was written for people who are under the effect of the fall,
Okay.
who till the ground.
Okay.
And because they do that, the ground is stressed, and every 7 years it should rest.
Okay.
But he said to me, he says, have you noticed my garden? I never put it to a rest because it's always resting. It's in a constant state of rest.
Yeah.
And he says the same's happening at your place.
Yeah.
Nothing is stressed here. Nothing needs to break a break.
Yeah.
And so it's always resting. It was written for those who are cultivating and disturbing the earth and stressing it out.
Yeah.
And if you come under, and if you notice, the Creator doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And so follow example.
That's good.